Today we'll be talking about new Pokemon weeks. So this is supposed regional form weeks for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Definitely take this with a grain of result because this could just be somebody's random predictions. And they said, you know what, what's this for all these Pokemon in here? And give them new forms. So the first Pokemon is Arbok getting new form again. We have to get a couple Gen 1 Pokemon on there. I like how they're finally giving other gens. The only suspicious thing is there's no Gen 6, no Gen 7, and no Gen 8 Pokemon on here. It's like they completely forgot those 3 generations existed. Which again, they're probably thinking, oh, but those gens never got regional forms. So that means they can't get regional forms. That's basically how the Pokemon community thinks. Because, Gen 5 got regional forms. All Pokemon have got regional forms. Whoa. And go in the worst tweets of the Pokemon Gala, which the Sword and Shield fanboys will hate this when I say that, but it's the worst Pokemon region by far. And of course, Gen 6 got Pokemon, so why are we excluding Gen 6 and Gen 7 when they made Gen 6 forms in the Hyusian region? They made Gen 6 regional forms. Why are we going backwards? Why can't we get Gen 7 regional forms? That's a lot of questions to be answered. So the first Pokemon is Arbok being Poison Steel. It's a very unique typing. I don't think there's other Poison Steel types. There might be for like the Gen 8, but I don't really like Gen 8, so yep. And of course there might be one from Legends. There might be one from Legends Arceus as well. I don't really remember the typings in new Pokemon forms because I haven't played Legends Arceus yet. So next is of course Tentacool and Tentacool being Water Ghost. Of course, we already have a Water Ghost jellyfish Pokemon. It's called Jellicent and the big jellyfish. I forgot its name. There's I know it's Jellicent and Jellicent's the big one. And Phyllis is the small one. We already have those guys. Okay, we don't need another Water Ghost. How about Water Electric or something unique, different than Water Ghost? Because they're just repeating Jellicent's type and Phyllis's type. Okay, we don't need a repeat of the same type of jellyfish. Okay. Next is Steel Water. I think it's a pretty good spin on the Krabbies. Okay. As well, Krabby, I don't think has always so form yet. And again, crabs are pretty common. So next is Rooper and Quagsire being poison ground. Which again, some amphibians are poisonous, and the ground type is just added on as evolution. It's also getting a new evolution as well, so this might turn into a Pokemon new type of evolution as well. Next is Dunsparce finally getting a new evolution. Of course, being Dragon type. Just the fact that they're just giving Dunsparce finally the evolution it deserves, even if it's a regional form. Okay, I think Dunsparce needs a new evolution without a regional form. Okay, to see what that turns into, but we'll finally get to know in Gen 9 what Dunsparce turns into. So I'll be very curious to see what Dunsparce turns into. Okay. Next we have Boltoy and Kratos getting new form. Second Ghost again being based off dolls. I think this is a pretty good idea. Making the second Ghost version of Kratos and its evolution. Kratos and Boltoy. Okay. Kratos and Boltoy. Because they're based off dolls. They're based off like really old dolls that like Egyptians used to make, and they're making new evolutions. Probably based off more modern dolls. It'll be pretty funny and pretty unique. Next we have Love This Game New Evolution, another Pokemon that nobody likes, but nobody likes it because it's just useless. Okay, not because it's annoying, not because it's just useless. Nobody likes Love This because it's useless. A more Sword Bandit's evolution is being fairy water with a new evolution. And Selgon's getting a new evolution, so it's the second pseudo to get a new evolution, I believe. Yeah, because Gudra got a new evolution, Selgon will be the second one. And of course, we're skipping Gen 4 completely, and we're giving Warthog a new evolution. Yeah, I think people really love to see Warthog gain a new evolution. Pokemon. Again, Warthog is a Pokemon that is very, very, very disliked by the Pokemon community, basically. And I don't really like it myself, so again, new evolution will be a very unique and interesting thing. Okay. Yeah, but Warthog gained a new evolution. I wonder what take they'll put on the Pokemon as well. Next is Sandile getting a new evolution, which is a water type Sandile, which makes a lot of sense to crocodiles, and these might be Sandiles that might be native from that region, and that might be more adapted for the water, the rest adapted to the desert and more adapted to the water, so it makes a lot of sense. And these guys being steel fighting, which these guys could pass that fighting type, but the dark types instead. So there you go about the Pokemon Gen 9 evolutions. And that's basically about this video. Goodbye.